I'm Victor, and this is Project Catalyse, a full stack initiative tracking platform that built with the Angular, Nest.js, and PostgreSQL. In a few minutes, I'll walk you through the core features, and explain a technical decision I made throughout the building, and point out something I'd like to improve if more time was given. Now, here's the main dashboard. We have 5 samples and their key information displayed: the title, the date range, the overall status, and which is calculated from the total task. Up on top, you have the stats cards showing the total initiative, the active ones, and the completed ones. Each initiative have a color coded badge. The green one is for active, the blue for completed, and purple, which you don't have currently, for planned. The progress is dynamically calculated from the database. Now let me quickly show you. Let us quickly create a new initiative. Let me create a new initiative called marketing campaign. The description of to launch new shoes, Nikes, and for the start date, we have full form validation, which ensures that the dates that comes before and end are all required fields, and you can't create the initiative without adding them. And you notice that you can't create a initiative which is in the past. You must create it in the present or the future. Now I'll click on 27th, and the end dates, you can't select the end dates in the past. It must be in the future, not the present, must be in the future, which is 29. Let us do that and create the initiative. We have the initiative here as planned. Now clicking on the initiative takes us to the detail view, where we can see all the initiative information and its associated task here. Each task, shows its name and due date and the completion percentage. Now let's demonstrate the key business rule. Let us add a task. Our security audit as a task. The description: comprehensive security. The due date. Watch this. If you try to set a date outside of the initiative dates range, the form validation will catch it immediately, and this is both validated both in the front end and the database with the Postgres triggers. For example, it says here must be between 26th, October 26th, and October 28th. If you place something like 29th and come here, you see it will give you an immediate warning that the due date must be within the initiative date range. Now let's put 27. There you go. It will be validated. Now the status, you'll put not started and create the task. The task is created and it appears in the list not started. This is the status and is marked as 0%. Now here's where it gets interesting. Watch what happens when I select the status. It was done. Notice how the completion percentage, the progress percentage, automatically updates to 100%. That's the automation synchronization working. This is handled by the database triggers that enforce when status equals done. And check out the initiative progress bar. It's recalculated the initiative here, there. It's calculated and automatically updated immediately to as completed. Now for the technical decision for the which I made during the build. Now for the task scheduling constraints and status synchronization, I implemented two rules at the levels. First, at the database level using the Postgres triggers. This means that even if someone accesses the database directly, the rules are reinforced. The triggers functions check the task due days against the initiative ranges and automatically syncs completion percentages with the status. Second, I reinforced these rules with the Nest.js service layer. I wish I could show you the code. The Nest.js service layer. With this give us better error handling messages for the front end, an additional safety layer with the TypeScript. Let us go back to our project. Now, if I had more time, there is one thing I'll definitely improve, which is the update initiative status, the method in the task service. Currently, this method lives inside the task service and handles updating the parent's initiative status based on task completion. It works, but it's doing too much work, which can lead to lagging depending on the user machine. With more time, I could have extracted this into a separate initiative status service and also added caching to avoid repeated database queries and implemented an event-driven updates instead of direct calls to the database, and also a comprehensive units and integration tests. This will have made the code more maintainable and testable, and of course the performance. Right now it's functional and but it's not as clean and as I'd like architecture. Now the project Catalyse, you've got the database enforced constraints, automatic status synchronization, real-time progress tracking, all deployed and running on Netlify and Railway. This code is on GitHub and fully documented, ready for your review. Thank you.